Hi, my name is Sophia Kolosdian, and this is my final speech for persuasive speech. So my topic is that I believe books should not be banned from either libraries, school libraries, or independent libraries. There's a lot of history to these books that's important that it's talked about, and it's always been a way of communication and education for the past thousands of years, so it's not something that should be looked at as taboo or anything, and it is part of our freedom of speech, and that should be allowed to be read by anybody who desires to learn more or anything. And it's important to really educate the future generations just like we have from the past. So books are banned for multiple reasons. Some might be language that's used in the books, heavy sexual content, violence, or any religious reasons as well. So there's a lot of important topics that are talked about in a lot of books, and it's because of those important topics that books are sometimes banned. An example is the book George by Alex Gino. It is about a transgender child in middle school, and this is a book that was just recently banned, which I did find surprising since I do think that recently topics like that have become more open, so to find out that a book like that has been banned was a bit surprising. It's an important topic not only for transgender people, but for other people to learn about it and understand it, so something like that shouldn't really be banned. It should be used as something to educate instead. So there is our freedom of speech, and that could be taken away as banning things, and using a religious reason shouldn't necessarily be something to ban a book. You can have restrictions, but really banning is something not for something that's used to educate. Those books, we've all used books throughout all of our schooling. My parents, their parents, it's always been something in school. So even things that are seen as maybe a bit violent, it is part of our history that needs to be talked about. And books is the one way that you can communicate and learn that. Not just in school, even on your private time. People should have the ability to go to the library and check out a book of their liking. So there's a lot of books of history that have been banned before. Examples were Of Mice and Men, The Great Gatsby, and To Kill a Mockingbird. Those I've actually read a lot of those, 2 out of 3 of those for school, so to find out those have been banned was pretty surprising to me, but it just goes to show that really important books in history have gone through this banning phase, if you will. There are a lot of organizations that are trying to help this. The ABFE is an example. They're helping independent bookstores with putting banned books in the libraries and helping books to become unbanned. So there are ways that people are trying to help and bring this into light. So in conclusion, books are a really important part of history and should be used to educate not just on our own history, but to help the future learn from those mistakes and educate themselves on new things that are happening. Books are really important for that. So being banned is not going to help anything. We should all have the ability to learn about whatever we want to as a choice and as freedom of speech. So, thank you.